the Cardinals don't need to rebuild. I actually think they're in a pretty decent spot. Brissett is better than we expected, and Kyler's also replaceable. I think we're learning those two things right now. I don't think Brissett is the long-term answer. I think he's showing us that he's potentially a starting quarterback in the league, a low-end starting quarterback. He can move the ball, good in the pocket, fairly athletic, to be honest with you. He's making some cool plays, to be honest with you, with his legs. I think the Cardinals are a good team. Here's an interesting stat for you. They would be 5-1-1 without playing a fourth quarter this season. They just can't close out games. They're 2-5 because they're not good in the fourth quarter. The offense is young with a lot of talent. Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. They have some good running backs there in the rotation right now. I know James Conner is older, but some younger guys that have been moving the ball pretty good. The defense is stepping up this year. Will Johnson was a steal of the draft. They're putting more pressure on the quarterback. With a new quarterback, and a lot of fans are calling at the play calling or the head coach. I don't know too much about that. I haven't watched enough Cardinals football to be, certain whether it's a head coaching or play calling problem. But with a new quarterback, this team could be looking at the playoffs. Like, if they could just close out games, they'd be really good. And I know it's the NFL, and that's really what matters, how you play down the stretch and at the end. But I do have faith for the Cardinals. I don't think it's a blow-it-all-up situation like Tennessee did. They blew it all up, and now they're rebuilding from the ground up. But they do need somebody to rely on and to close out games at the quarterback position. And I don't think that's Kyler.
Well, they've played 7 games, and all of them have been decided by one score. And that's the problem. They haven't been able to close it out. But when you watch the Cardinals, and I know sometimes they get buried in that 405, 425 slot for the West Coast games, but you could see the talent. McBride, Marvin Harrison, James Conner when he gets healthy. But Gannon looks like a good head coach. I think the most interesting development of the season so far is that the Cardinals offense looks better with Jacoby Brissett.
I know.
I think it's so funny. Obviously, Kyler is more talented than Jacoby Brissett. Obviously, if you had to pick one quarterback to build your team around going forward, it's 10 out of 10 Kyler Murray. But I wonder what people in Arizona upstairs are thinking, like, our passing offense looks better by the numbers. We've had our 2 best offensive outings against some really good teams. The 2 best teams we pretty much played all season has been with Jacoby Brissett. And we put up our best statistical outings offensively. Trey McBride, our best offensive player, is getting in the end zone more with Brissett than he is with Kyler Murray. It is the weirdest development of the season that Jacoby Brissett, and it's probably because Jacoby Brissett is just the more natural pocket, stay in, thrower of the football, that their passing numbers are better. He's less likely to bail on pockets like a Kyler Murray is. But I think it's really interesting, man. And I wonder how much longer the Brissett show is going to go, because I don't know if Kyler Murray is going to come back either, anytime soon. But, dude, you look at 23 against the Packers, 27 versus the Colts. 2 best offensive outings of the year with Jacoby Brissett.
I don't think they move him. Like, I don't know what Kyler's timeline is for his injury, but Brissett looks amazing, man. It's pretty incredible. And it's not like his passing volume is more than what Kyler was getting. Like, he's thrown 30 to 40 attempts these last few games, but so did Kyler at points this year. And he just simply did not put up the numbers. And I hate to be a numbers guy, but the numbers are shocking when you look at what Brissett's done these last few weeks. He's almost won him 2 games. And again, it's that same story with Arizona. Almost winning, almost getting there. I get it, but at least you're seeing some offensive success. At least you're seeing your young guys get the ball and get in the end zone finally. And you're seeing a little bit more consistency. And like I said, Jacoby Brissett, he's low-key kind of moving out there. Like, he's escaping the pocket and making plays. Shockingly, I didn't think he had that in his bag. So to me, it's a testament to both Brissett being better than we expected, like I said, right as I started this segment, but it's also that Kyler's replaceable. He's not somebody that is irreplaceable or would tear apart your franchise if you lost. I think we're seeing that right in front of us.